Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to share an amazing story with you, one that will inspire you and help you improve your English listening skills. It's about one of the most loved women in history, Princess Diana. Her life wasn't just like a fairy tale. It had many challenges, victories, and a beauty that was more than just how she looked. Princess Diana was a symbol of love and kindness, and she won the hearts of millions around the world. By the end of this story, I'm sure you'll admire her just like I do. Are you ready to hear an incredible story of love, courage, and kindness? Let's begin. On July 1st, 1961, a baby girl was born who would go on to change the world. Her name was Diana Frances Spencer, and she was born into an aristocratic family in Norfolk, England. From the moment she arrived, it seemed like her life was destined for something special. Diana's family was part of British nobility, and she was the fourth of 5 children. Even as a child, Diana stood out. She had a special glow about her, a light in her eyes that made her look angelic. She wasn't just any child. She had a smile that could warm the coldest heart and sparkling blue eyes that seemed to tell stories without words. Her voice was soft and gentle, but carried an inner strength. People couldn't help but be drawn to her kindness. She wasn't just beautiful on the outside. Diana had a beautiful soul. She was full of compassion and love. Her parents, Edward Spencer and Frances Roche, were aristocrats, but their marriage wasn't happy. When Diana was just 7 years old, her parents divorced. It was a painful time for her, but it taught her resilience. Even at a young age, Diana learned how to keep going, even when life was tough. Growing up, Diana was shy and quiet, but there was something magnetic about her. She was close to her family, especially her siblings. Despite the challenges she faced, Diana stayed positive. She had a deep love for children and animals. She spent hours volunteering, helping those in need, and showing compassion. Even as a teenager, she loved making a difference, whether it was teaching kids or supporting the elderly. Helping others was part of who she was. Diana didn't wait for opportunities to come to her. She created them. Her passion for helping others became a central part of her life, and it's one of the many reasons people adored her. In 1977, Diana's life took an unexpected turn. At just 16 years old, she met Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne. Their connection was instant. Diana, with her sweet smile and natural beauty, caught Charles's eye. But there was more to her than her looks. Diana was genuine. She didn't pretend to be someone else. And Charles, despite his royal responsibilities, was drawn to her honesty and charm. Diana and Charles began dating, and soon their relationship became the center of intense media attention. Diana, still so young, found herself thrust into the spotlight. The world was watching her every move. But despite the pressure, Diana stayed true to herself. She remained humble, grounded, and incredibly kind. She wasn't just a girl dating a prince. She was becoming someone the world would admire for so much more than her beauty. On July 29, 1981, the world held its breath. Diana and Charles were married at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. It was called the wedding of the century, and for good reason. Diana was every little girl's dream of a princess. Her wedding dress, with its dramatic 25-foot train, was breathtaking. She looked like a vision straight out of a fairy tale, a princess from the storybooks brought to life. The streets of London overflowed with thousands of people, cheering for the new royal couple. Diana, with her soft smile and graceful presence, captured everyone's hearts. The whole world was watching, and they couldn't get enough of the new princess. But Diana's dreams went beyond the glamour. Her heart was full of love, and she dreamed of a life focused on family and serving others. In 1982, Diana and Charles welcomed their first child, Prince William. The world celebrated this joyful addition to the royal family, but for Diana, it was more than a royal moment. It was deeply personal. She was overjoyed to become a mother and was determined to raise William with love, kindness, and as much normalcy as possible. 2 years later, in 1984, Diana gave birth to their second son, Prince Harry. Once again, the world celebrated. Diana's love for her children was boundless. She wasn't just a princess. She was a devoted mom. She played with her boys, took them on outings, and worked hard to give them a happy childhood, despite the pressures of royal life. But behind the smiles and royal appearances, Diana's life was far from perfect. Her marriage to Charles began to fall apart. The constant scrutiny from the media only made things worse. Diana felt trapped in a world filled with royal duties and expectations. She longed for freedom, love, and true happiness. In 1992, after years of struggles, Diana and Charles separated. Their divorce was finalized in 1996. Now Diana faced the world on her own. But this wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning of a new chapter. Diana didn't let her divorce define her. Instead, she poured her energy into her charity work. She became a voice for the voiceless, dedicating herself to causes that others ignored. She raised awareness for issues like AIDS and landmine removal, using her platform to shine a light on those in need. Diana's personal struggles made her relatable. She showed the world that even someone as famous as a princess could face challenges and overcome them with courage and grace. She didn't want to be remembered just for her title or beauty. She wanted to make a difference, and she did. Diana did things no one else dared to do. She held hands with people with AIDS when the world was afraid to even touch them. She walked through active minefields to show the dangers of landmines, demonstrating incredible bravery. By now, Diana wasn't just a royal figure. She had become a force of nature. She transformed her heartbreak into a mission to help others. Though her life had been filled with challenges, Diana never gave up. She embraced change, not just for herself, but to make the world a better place. Diana didn't let her struggles define her. Instead, she became a voice for those forgotten by society. She was determined to make a difference and used her fame to bring attention to causes that needed it most. Her charity work wasn't just a part of her public life, it became its heart and soul. At a time when many were afraid to even touch people with AIDS, Diana was fearless. She held their hands, kissed their cheeks, and treated them with the dignity and care they deserved. Her actions spoke louder than words. With every small act of kindness, she changed the world. In 1997, Diana made headlines when she walked through an active minefield in Angola. She showed the world the devastating effects of landmines and brought global attention to the crisis. This act wasn't just brave, it was life-changing. Her courage saved countless lives and changed the way the world viewed humanitarian issues. Despite all her public achievements, Diana's personal life was still full of challenges. Above all, she was a devoted mother. Her love for her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, never wavered. Even after her painful divorce, Diana found new strength as a single mom. She worked hard to raise her boys with love, honesty, and care. She was determined to give them a normal life, even in the extraordinary world they lived in. It wasn't just her children who saw her strength, the whole world did. Diana's vulnerability, kindness, and resilience made her a beacon of hope for millions. She showed that even a princess could feel lonely, lost, and hurt, and that was okay. It made her human. Diana openly spoke about her struggles with depression and her failed marriage, breaking the silence around mental health. This honesty made her an even greater role model. Her journey wasn't about perfection, it was about resilience. Diana embraced her flaws and fears, teaching others to do the same. She showed the world that true strength doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from facing life's challenges with courage and grace. Then, in August 1997, tragedy struck. Diana's life was cut short in a car accident in Paris. The world was in shock. Princess Diana, the woman who had inspired millions and given so much of herself to others, was gone. Her funeral was watched by millions, a moment of shared grief that brought the world together. But Diana would not be remembered for her tragic death. She would be remembered for her incredible life, for the love she gave, the causes she championed, and the way she made people believe that kindness and compassion could truly change the world. Diana's death was a great loss, but her legacy lives on. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, carry her torch. They dedicate their lives to causes that mattered to her, raising awareness for mental health, supporting charities, and helping the vulnerable. Through their work, Diana's love and compassion continue to shine. Her legacy also lives on in the many charities she supported and the lives she touched. Diana proved that one person, no matter their struggles, can make a lasting difference in the world. The Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Fund, continues to support causes that were close to her heart: children's hospitals, AIDS research, and landmine removal. Diana's dedication to making the world a better place didn't stop with her passing, and it never will. What can we learn from Princess Diana's life? Her story is a powerful reminder that no matter how tough life gets, there is always hope. Diana faced incredible challenges, but she didn't let them define her. Instead, she turned her pain into a force for good. She became a voice for the voiceless and showed the world that love and kindness are the most powerful tools we have. Diana's beauty wasn't just in her smile or her elegance, it was in her heart. It was in the way she treated others, the way she lifted people up when they were struggling, and her unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Perhaps the greatest lesson Diana left behind is this: no matter how difficult life gets, we can always rise again. We can always find the strength to move forward. Life isn't just about surviving. It's about living with purpose, with love, and with a heart full of compassion. As we reflect on Diana's life, we realize that her story didn't end with her passing. In many ways, it was just the beginning. Her legacy lives on in every life she touched, every cause she supported, and every heart she inspired. Diana wasn't just a princess. She was a symbol of hope, courage, and love, a beacon that continues to shine brightly even today. As you move forward in life, remember Diana's message. When things get tough and the path seems impossible, know that you have the strength to rise again. Kindness, compassion, and love are the most powerful tools you can use to make a difference in the world. Diana's life wasn't perfect, but it was beautiful in its flaws. She showed us that true beauty comes from within, through the love and kindness we share with others. That's a lesson we will always remember. Princess Diana's story is one of strength, love, and compassion. Even though she's no longer with us, her legacy still inspires millions. Her life teaches us that even in our hardest times, we can find hope and light. Take inspiration from her story. Whatever challenges you face, you have the power to overcome them, with strength, grace, and a kind heart. Princess Diana's story ends here for now, but her legacy will live on in all of us. Let her life remind you to live with purpose, be kind, and always find strength in tough times.